Back here in Final Fantasy XIV, patch 4.2, picking up right where I left off with a guilty conscience. Let's see if anything's changed with Yugiri. No, she said that before. Raid Kojin's presence does not bode well. Quite the swordsman, isn't he? She said that as well. So let's continue with talking to Asahi. I've already forgotten how to pronounce his name. Asahi? Maybe it's Asahi. That sounds more like the kind of pronunciation they would throw at you with that combination of letters. Asahi. A guilty conscience. Asahi has had his fill of adventure for one day. Well, that was quick. Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord, but what of Namai? You seemed so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am. But I rather doubt the good people of Namai would take kindly to the sight of a man in imperial uniform with blood still dripping from his blade. Even in your company, my presence would only prove a distraction. Fret not, however. Thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would, and with any luck, Lord Hien will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. Alright, let's go. Speak with Yugiri. Okay, so we need to go back to that, let's see if we can figure out how... the Doman Enclave. I think that's the teleport we need to go to. So we are coming back here to hear what Lord Hien thinks of Asahi's peace proposal, which was basically a prisoner exchange, including Yotsuyu. Oh, let's talk to Asahi first. I trust you will inform Lord Hien of our encounter with the Red Kojin. If we are to deter them from encroaching on Yangxia, our response must be swift and decisive. I understand you served as the ambassador's escort. My thanks. Where were you, Maxima? I'm back, Alize. Did you see the sincerity in his eyes when he spoke with Azami? I feel strange saying this, but what if he truly has come to sue for peace? What do you think, Yugiri? Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Kojin may well have overwhelmed us. I don't know about that. Pray go on ahead. Lord Hien is expecting you. I will remain without and keep watch over our guest. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. Let me in, guardsman. You are expected, my lady. Shall I show you in? Yes. Judging by the sparkle in Alphino's eyes, their discussion was riveting. How sorry I am to have missed it. Master Alphino has shared with us his knowledge of the icons and reminded us of the threat they pose in so doing. It is strangely comforting to know the Empire shares our concern. This anonymous guy over here still has nothing to say. Feeling refreshed, I trust. We have considered the ramifications of this proposal from every angle, and I believe Lord Hien has reached a decision. Please let it be voiced. No, it's not voiced. Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me you accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yangxia. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions at Sakazuki. But I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador affords Yugiri a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details. So please, tell us how it all unfolded. Meow 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 meow. The Red Kojin here? Have there been any such incidents since the liberation? Not that I am aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yanxia, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off. But tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? I don't know. I really don't think he can be trusted. I still don't think he can be trusted. Meow 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 meow. Then the question of what his true intention may be remains. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game, for now at least. Well, for swearing, summoning should be simple enough, considering you never dabbled in it in the first place, which just leaves the somewhat thornier question of how to police the Red Kojin. What about Yotsuyu? It was with that very question in mind that I sought Alphino's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution. As you will recall, Susano was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in Kojin's treasure vault on the Isle of Seki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of aether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing the Primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means to amass new stores of ether, either through acquisition of crystals or relics they are wont to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with Bunshin and his people, and with their support, I am quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon this Susano. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there is aught we can do to help the popularis garner favor, I mean to see it done. But first, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? A past mistake which I would see put right, one which has weighed heavy on my mind.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are, the living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
Oh man, Ian.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please! What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Guardians shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough.
Well, I did not expect that.
Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for Yotsuyu apart, I mean. I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Well, that's a tall order. No pressure. A guilty conscience. Quest complete. Well, that didn't really go the way I thought it would. I'm really surprised that I'm not running into any dungeons or instances here. Where are the instances? Alright, I'm gonna stop the video again and start up a new one